क्व दूरं क्व समीपं वा बाह्यं क्वाभ्यन्तरं क्व वा क्व स्थूलं क्व च वा सूक्ष्मं स्वमहिम्नि स्थितस्य मे स्वमहिम्नि स्थितस्य मे, for me who is rooted in my own glory. That is the meaning. But I say the one who is the self, which is Mahima itself, which is the glory. Whether man is rooted or not, the nature is Kwa Duram. It's free from space, therefore it's not far. If it were far, it would be somewhere in space. It's not far. It's not near also, because it's not in space. It's not far, it's not near, then where is it is oneself? Because we always think of objects which are either far or near. We think always in terms of spatial terms. This is the problem. Kab hua, kaha, kab, kaha, kaise. These are all. Kab means, time. Kaha means space. Kaise means causation. We always think in terms of kab and kaise and kaha. These are not. Don't think in terms of where and when and how, etc. It's not far, it's not in space. Kwa swamipam va, it's not near. It's one's own existence. It doesn't mean it's neither far nor near, that means it's nothingness. Nothingness is a thought. It's very close to you. Yeah. How can you say it's not near? Nothingness is a thought. Shunyam is a thought. There is a thought of shunyam. There is no shunyam. There is no fact of shunyam. There is only a thought of shunyam. Bahyam kwa abhyantaram kwa va. And also we think in terms of insides and outsides. This is the problem. Truth is neither inside nor outside. Truth is neither far nor near. Kwa sthulam kvachava sukshmam. Neither it is a gross thing, nor it is subtle. Gross is available for comparison. Subtle also is available for comparison. But one's own existence is not available for comparison. He is the one who sees, who illumines both the sthula and the sukshma, who illumines the concepts of far and near, who illumines the concepts of inside and outside. Call it concepts, call it perceptions, it doesn't matter. Concept is a thought, perception also is a thought. There is no difference between a philosopher's concept and the perception of the universe, or the perception of one's own limitation. One is a reasoned concept that is born of one's reasoning. That is a concept. To conceive, it's a concept. It's a conclusion. It's a logical conclusion. Another word for logical conclusion is a logical concept. But one's existence is neither a perception nor a concept. It is one's existence. So thus, all these verses help us to discern between thinking and being. And man thinks always in terms of perceptions and thoughts. perceptions and logical conclusions, and things farther, things nearer, things subtle, things grosser, things inside, things outside. These are all just nothing, Ji. Jiva cannot think. When you think, you have to think only in these terms. If you don't think in these terms, then you can't think. You can only be. If you make, you can only make a sound. If you don't want to make a sound, then you can't make anything. Then silence you can't make. You can be silence. These things must be understood very, very quietly, very clearly. Teach these things to yourself. You hear them. Having heard, please take a class for yourself back at home. Take a class for yourself. Talk to yourself. Because it's only when you become a teacher of yourself, अपने आप को समझाओ, अपने आप को बताओ कि one's existence is neither far. I can't be far from myself. I can't be close to myself. Close is a concept, is a spatial term. Far is a spatial term. Inside is a spatial term. Outside is a spatial term. And physical is in terms of an object, in terms of matter. It's a material term. Gross is a material term. Subtle is a material term. Yes. Swamahimni sthitasya me. And actually the self is free from all these concepts. It is one's own existence. Thus it helps you to discern between these ideas and being, these thoughts and being. You don't have to give yourself a mandate to be. Be aware of this warning. You don't have to give a mandate to yourself to be. Because that also becomes an effort. You don't have to be, but you choicelessly are. You can give yourself a mandate to go to bed. You can tell yourself to close your eyes and be quiet. But once the sleep supervenes, it overpowers you. There are no mandates. There is a choiceless being. Therefore, our being is choiceless existence. Thus, you are not living a life of mandates. Vedanta doesn't teach in terms of mandates. Be this and be that. Say, thou art the truth. Therefore, discern between what you already are and the confusion that I am there. And various thinkings. Even the idea that I am Deha is a thought place. The idea that I am the body is a thought. Not only thought of an object is a thought. I am Deha is also a thought. This is called Aham Pratyaya. And thoughts pertaining to objects, outside objects, they are called Idam Pratyayas. But both are Pratyaya ji. Pratyaya Rupam. Dehoham is Pratyaya. It is something I can't transcend a thing, nor can I transcend awareness. I can only transcend a thought. Therefore, transcending the body means transcending the thought that I am the body. You don't transcend your existence. You can transcend only a thought. Therefore, instead of thinking in terms of inside and outside and far and near, gross and subtler, etc., your existence is not thought or thinkerness. Your existence is being. That is called Sat. In fact, there is no evidence of Sat except one's own being. Therefore, the whole creation was Sat before its creation, means the entire universe was one with you. It remained unmanifest in you, it becomes manifest in you. When it becomes unmanifest, it is one with you. It becomes manifest also, it is one with you. The wave, when it is unmanifest in water, it is one with water. When it becomes manifest in water, it is one with water. And therefore, Sat is a word whose meaning doesn't exist in this creation except oneself. What about this world? It is made of Sat. It is not Sat. It is an appearance in the Sat. It is an appearance in you. It is not an appearance only to you. It is appearance in you. Dream is an appearance to you, but it is not only an appearance to you, it is an appearance in you. Baba. Dream is an appearance not only to you, but it is an appearance in you. If dream can be an appearance to me and appearance within me, the waking also is an appearance to me and an appearance in me. And that is what is stated by the Vedanta. The locus, the basis, the platform in which the universe appears is called the Sat. That is your being. The platform for the entire dream is yourself, Ji. You are the basis. As the seer of it, you are Jiva. As the basis for it is you are Ishvara. Yes. As the seer of, as the sufferer of the dream, as the seer of the dream, as the enjoyer of the dream, as affected by the dream, bad way, good way, as affected by the dream, one is an individual. But on analysis, the dream is not only an appearance to you, but it is an appearance within you because you close your eyes and see within you a dream. As the source of the dream, you are Ishvaraji. Therefore, Ishvara's definition is the source of the appearance. And that source is not another object. That source is not another appearance. And therefore, here he says, instead of thinking in terms of the insides and outsides, etc., think about being, your being. Kvam mrityurjeevitam va kvam lokah kvasya kvalaukikam. He has put kwas unnecessarily too many times. Kvalaya kvasamadhirva swamahimni sthitasya me. Kvam mrityuhu, where is death? Don't think in terms of death. Actually, there is only your presence, there is no death. If we analyze, there is no death. Death means the negation of perception, memory, everything. That negation of perception and memory itself is one's knowledge, it's evident. That knowledge is not absent. When you close your eyes, you don't see anything. But that itself is your knowledge. I don't see any form is my knowledge. I told you, a blind man has the knowledge that he is blind. That knowledge is not blind. Even in the deep sleep state, there is no perception. But you entertain the knowledge, you say, it's my knowledge, it's my experience that there was no perception. That knowledge has no death. Experience has no death. The object of experience may become manifest or unmanifest. Let us say it has birth and death. I don't mind using these terms. The objects of experience can appear and disappear. But the light of experience in which the objects appear and disappear, that experience which is one's own existence, doesn't appear and disappear. If this language is difficult to understand, then I will put it differently. The seen can appear and disappear, but the seer always is. Because when the seen appears, I stand, I remain, I am present as the seer. When the seen disappears, I am there again as illumining the absence of the seen. The experience the subject has no negation. This should be the vicharaji. Let everything disappear, and that disappearance is your knowledge. Let everything disappear, but yet that disappearance is one's experience. You may recognize that experience in embodiment, it doesn't matter, but experience is there. Recognizing anything is in the state of the possibility of thought. Where thought is possible, I can entertain any thought. But thought is possible only in the state of embodiment. Minus the body, thought is not possible. Minus embodiment. When you transcend the body, you transcend the very possibility of thinking, please. When you transcend the body, you transcend the very possibility of thinking. And again, when you have embodiment, you look back and say, I didn't see anything. That itself is my experience, not a belief. Before the death, before the birth, it's a total blackout. Is it a belief? It's experience, please. Before the birth, it's all a total blackout. I don't know anything. It's your knowledge, it's your experience. Therefore, even everything, even blackout falls in the light of awareness. Even blackout, the idea of blackout falls within the light of experience, within the light of awareness. Therefore, don't unnecessarily live thinking about death which is not there. Thinking about death is only like thinking about rabbit's horns. Rabbit has no horns and you are unnecessarily thinking about rabbit's horns. Rabbit का सींग नहीं है, सींग होगा, क्यों नहीं है, वगैरह वगैरह. You are unnecessarily meditating upon rabbit's horn. Or you are unnecessarily meditating upon Buddhism, in Gaudapada Acharya says, you are unnecessarily, he says, Mrigatrishnikayam snataha. Just now a person has taken a bath in mirage water. Okay? Shashishringar Dhanirdharaha. He is wielding a bow and arrow made of the rabbit's horn. Then Gagana Pushpam Grihitva, carrying a sky flower. There is no sky flower. There is no rabbit's horn. Ayam Gachati Vandhyaputraha. And who is going? Vandhyaputraha, a man who is never born. A barren woman's son goes, just now having had a bath in mirage water, wielding a bow and arrow made of a rabbit's horn, taking a sky flower, and here goes a Vandhyaputra. If you go on meditating on this, what do you get out? Don't meditate on what is not evident. Think about what is evident, please. Think about what is evident. And what is more self-evident is your own existence. Everything else is sense-evident. I see them. Sense-evident. But the seer's existence is self-evident. Your existence is self-evident. And therefore, if there has to be a comparison, sense-evident is not evident when I close my senses. But self-evident can never cease to be experienced, evident. The experience about your existence can never cease. The experience about the body can cease because that's not you. The experience pertaining to the thoughts can cease because that is not also the self-evident. The body is not self-evident, the thoughts are not self-evident, but the seer of the body and the thoughts and the universe is self-evident. And we think in terms of things, not in terms of the seer, the subject. We think of the objects but not of the subject. Therefore, don't think about death. The more you think about death, the more you get heart palpitation. Unnecessarily. Don't waste short life. Think about, be quiet. When you can't understand that you are the being, all right, give a mandate to yourself to be. Thus, there is a difference between giving yourself a mandate to be, making an effort to be, is different from discovering you are choicelessly the being. It's like discovering all that is there is only silence. Everything is rooted in silence. Everything is made of silence, really. Everything is made of silence, the truth. If that cannot be understood, all right, learn to be quiet, learn to be silent. At least you are giving you are giving yourself a mandate to be quiet. You are giving yourself a mandate to be silent, quiet. Even that is much better. When you can't understand, then give yourself a mandate. Let me be quiet. Similarly, if you can't understand that there is no death, at least avoid thinking about death. I am giving you some practical steps, Ji. Please say thank you, Swamiji. Yes. I feel nice, Ji. If you can't discover, at least give mandate. Avoid the thoughts of death. Jivitam vakva. And where is a long life? Life also is embodiment, please. Don't think about living, don't think about dying. Live and think of the truth. The topic should be your being, please. You can live. You don't have to think about living. You are living. It's going on. Living is going on. You go in the morning to... In fact, you are living mechanically anyway. The day comes, the day goes, the time passes. You don't have to pass time. The time passes, time flies. But the topic for your thinking should be your being. So there is a difference between the topic of living, topic for living, and living. Living is surviving, Ji. Everybody survives, manages to live. And no, instead of surviving, we have to live, we have to enjoy. Even then what? You grow old. That's not a topic. Enjoying the pleasures need not be taken as the topic of life. I don't think so. Because throughout the day you have enjoyment, and another person throughout the day, he has no pleasures, but he lives a simple life. But for both, the day is over. Your pleasures become history, and his poverty also becomes history. You may make an effort to raise your standard, that need not be the topic. Without making it the topic of life also, you can casually do something. All the effort that you make to raise your standard of life, to improve your economy, to improve your prosperity, to improve your health, it's all a part of living, but not the topic of living. The topic of living is the truth. This is something very, very beautiful, Ji. The topic. What is it that I think in my mind is only the truth. What is this me? Is me synonymous with flesh? Am I synonymous with flesh? Is it true that when the flesh is burnt, I am burnt? Or what is my identity? And therefore, don't think about, let not the living process be the topic of living. Let not the living, what should I eat in the evening, what should I eat in the morning, and where. See, you can all do that casually, but not the topic. The topic should dominate your thinking. When the topic dominates your thinking, it doesn't allow any other thoughts to come in. You are much more peaceful. Qua loka. And where are the words? Means where are the objects? Man wants to move from object to object. Qua loka. Where are they? They are not, again they should not be the topic of life. They are not a part of truth. They are an appearance in the truth. Wave is not a part of water. It is an appearance in water. If wave were a part of water, then even when the wave subsides, it should continue to remain as an attribute of water. An attribute of a noun can be called a part of that object. Noun. Like greenness of the tree is a part of the tree. It is an attribute. It's not an appearance, but an attribute of the tree. Its look is its attribute. Its taste and touch and smell, everything is an attribute. Its purpose is its attribute. Every noun has so many attributes. But these objects are not an attribute of the truth. They are perceptions in the truth. And it is for you to verify. Like dream is a perception in the truth, in you. You don't perceive the dream. Don't say, I perceive the dream in time and space. I say time and space also is perceived. Objects are perceived along with time and space in the truth, in your being, in yourself. You close your eyes and see the mountains in you. You close your eyes and see a dream. Therefore, dream is a perfect example of perceptions taking place in one's being. Similarly, after the deep sleep state, a person is fast asleep, free from all time, space, form, thought. He is free from the entire empirical existence. And right there he sees the world. That means, in the world, free one's being alone appears the world appearance. In the dream, free oneself appears the dream. In the waking, free being appears the waking. Therefore, don't dwell on death, don't dwell on the living process, don't dwell on the objects. Qua laukikam, and don't dwell on laukikam means this empiricality. गपशप गपशप होता है ना, गप तो मालूम है, शप क्या होता है जी? This is called gapshap. You don't have to. Gapshap means, just chattings. Don't try to kill time. Whenever you feel like killing time, just somehow or other killing time, the time will kill you. Don't try to kill time. Boredom should be not felt by you, because your existence is all interesting being. The wave by nature is the oceanic water. As water, it is the whole ocean. As a form, it is a given form. As the substance, it is the entire substance. It so happens, forms are divisible, the substance is indivisible. Therefore, don't dwell on death, life, living process, and objects, and social what we call things, social events. Swamiji, if you don't think all these things, then how do we create a civilization. Yes, you can always participate in the social process without making that process the topic of your life. You can be casual about a lot of things in this world. Everything is casual, Ji. But the serious topic is your existence. Thus, you can participate in marriage parties, etc., so that unnecessarily you don't become the topic of others' thinking. Why that person is not coming? Unnecessary. Just to avoid, to help people not to waste time with you as the topic in their mind. Just say, just go and then dissolve. Show your face to everybody. See, I have come. And then having shown your face to everybody, then after slowly disappear. Therefore, qua layaha. See, you can be casual about many things. About what you are supposed to be casual about things, what you are supposed to be casual. Don't be serious, please. There is only one thing that you need to be serious about in life. Serious means diligent, I mean. You have to take interest, very big interest, and that is, what is my existence? Is my existence only a biological process? Is my existence only physiological? Is my existence only psychological? Does my existence end with the body? Etc., etc. This is a very serious topic. What is this me? Am I non-eternal or eternal? The Shastra says, you are the eternal being. Is it true? If it is true, it is worth sacrificing everything to know it. If it is not true, it is worth knowing it so that I don't have to unnecessarily worry about it. Then I accept my halat, jo bhi hai. In any, irrespective of what the result is going to be, it is worth verifying, please. The Shastra is worth verifying this way or that way. Is it true that I am eternal, or is it not true? If it is true, nothing like it. It is worth sacrificing everything to know it. If it is untrue also, it is worth sacrificing everything to know so that I am free from, I have come to know a great truth. That is, we are all just forms. Knowing that I am only a form, nothing else is different from believing. Once I come to know, I have clinched the issue. That issue doesn't bother me. And what bothers man most is this question. What is death? What next? After death, what? Even though religious people say there is life after death, etc., but is it true? Hearsay may be anything, Ji. Different people say different things, but what is my knowledge? Therefore, verifying what is said by the Shruti is important. Verifying. And in order to verify, make yourself the topic. Look at yourself closely. That is called verifying. And now he says, Qua layaha. Don't think about the unmanifest. Unmanifest also is within the ever-present consciousness. Qua samadhirva. And don't unnecessarily think about samadhi. Making an effort to quieten your mind. That is samadhi. Quieten. It is a mandate given to oneself. Quieten yourself. Making an effort to quieten your mind is called samadhi. Samadhi means samayita buddhi. According to Yoga Shastram, samadhi means quietening the mind. According to Vedanta, samadhi means that which is choicelessly, by nature, absolutely quiet. That which is by nature quiet, that is the truth. So there is a samadhi, according to Vedanta, is what is by nature quietude. According to yoga, samadhi means making an effort to be mentally quiet. If you make an effort to be mentally quiet, it will break out again. It is an effort to become. If the wave makes an effort to become water, again it will understand, I am only a form. It doesn't have to make an effort to become water. It has to discover that I am already water. It's a very big difference. This Vedanta is something, the problem of the Vedanta is, it is something different. It teaches man something which is totally unlike all the usual universal thinking, contrary to universal thinking. Man always thinks only in terms of space, form, time, events, causation, etc. Pleasures, pains, size. And the truth, he is free from all these. Like sound means there is South Indian side, American sound, South Indian sound, North Indian sound, animal sounds, the sounds of the air, breeze, when the air follows and the air blows, it has a different sound. The sound of the breeze, the sound of the river, and there are many books, which just use. They are so fashionable about this word sound. Thus, there is variety of sounds, but silence has no variety. Silence is one's nature. To be silent is silence. Silence is not another object. Sound is a part of creation. Silence is not a part of creation. Silence is not empirical. Silence you can't see or hear or taste or touch or smell. It's not an object of any of the five senses. Silence is not an object of thought. Silence means to be. Silence and being are one and the same. Silence means to be silent. In this manner, I don't have to, if I try to be silent, that is an effort. But Vedanta says you don't have to be, you don't have to become silent. You are by nature silence. This is the kind of language that Vedanta uses. And man is a very shallow individual. He is not a social animal, he is a shallow animal. All other animals are little deep. Yes, he is a very shallow. He only thinks in terms of just eating and drinking and enjoying. He doesn't think beyond his senses. That's true. And what Vedanta says is something different. And therefore, man doesn't take to Vedanta very easily. You have to tell him, some masala. And Vedanta is very bland in that manner, in that sense. It doesn't mix any masala. It's only topic, you. Therefore, don't try to practice samadhi. You are choicelessly tranquility. If you can think like that, if you can think If you can understand your choicelessly tranquility, that's wonderful. Supposing you can't understand that you are choicelessly tranquility, absolute tranquility. If it is not possible to understand that, then all right, give yourself a mandate to be quiet. Quiet and quiet and quiet and quiet. That is called samadhi. If the nature cannot be understood, all right, then give a mandate to be that. Make an effort to be that. It's like, the wave is told, my dear wave, try to understand that you are choicelessly water. If you can't understand it, all right, try to make an effort to be water. At least fake that you are water. Even when you fake to be water, in fact you are only faking your nature. But that is also a part of struggle, understand. Even though your struggle may be in keeping with your nature, but it is still a struggle. Therefore, there is no substitute for understanding your nature. There is no substitute. Swamahimnishchitasya meti. The last verse, ji. Alam trivarga kathayam. Yogasya kathayapyalam. Alam vijnana kathaya. Vishrantasya mamatmani. In the peaceful self, Vishrantasya mama atmani. In the peaceful, the choicelessly peaceful nature of the self. Alam trivarga kathaya. Don't enough of thinking about these three gunas, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, etc. These trivargas, there are so many trivargas. Sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, one trivarga. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, another trivarga. Dharma, Artha, Kama is another trivarga. Like this there are Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, another trivarga. Like this there are so many trivargas. But don't think about these categories of three. Indians always think, the moment you talk about spirituality, they say, Swamiji, Sattva-guna kaise paane? Why are you, see, I am talking about you. Why are you worrying about this Sattva-guna? Why are you worried about the Rajo-guna? That is a quality of your thinking. I am saying truth is unlike thinking. And Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna are the qualities of thinking. You can entertain a very ambitious thought, that is Rajoguna. A king's thinking is Rajoguna, dominant. And a person says, I am not interested in these material things. I am interested in knowing what is what. He is more interested in knowing. That is called sattvic thinking. A scholar's thinking is sattvic thinking, is supposed to be at least. A king's thinking is Rajasic thinking. And a man who says, I don't want anything, I want money so that I can go to Switzerland and then enjoy. Why not? I can marry another Swiss girl. I am tired of these Indian girls. Supposing a person thinks, then what is his thinking? Tamo guna. Very, very material thinking is a tamo guna. Therefore, these days the whole society is steeped in tamo guna. It's a part of thinking. But Vedanta is not analyzing thinking. It is only talking about that which is independent of thought in general and that which transcends thought. The one's existence. Therefore, alam trivarga kathaya. Yogasya kathaya pyalam. And also enough of doing practices, yoga practices. You think discipline itself will be the answer. Let not discipline be the topic of life. Discipline can be done casually. What is there? You don't have to be so diligent about it. These are things you can follow very casually, through a corner of your attention, not the whole attention. But the topic should be yourself, your being the truth. Therefore, enough of yogic practices, enough of yoga practices. And that becomes an upalakshana, means it stands for other things also. Enough of yoga practices, enough of mantra practices, enough of tantra practices, you had enough of superstitions, enough of speculations, enough of beliefs, enough of theologies. These are all various branches of thinking. Belief also is a branch of thinking. One thinks God is in heaven, another thinks, no, God is not in heaven, He is in hell. And another person says, when God Himself is in hell, we can't expect something better for ourselves. In this manner also people think. These are all various offshoots of thinking. There are various mushroomings of thinking, branches of thinking. But one's existence is unlike this thinking. Thinking is done, but a being is there. Your existence is. Existence is not done. Sound is done, silence is. I come back to the same example again and again because it's a very beautiful example. Because the Shruti says, Atma shantayit upasita. Always think that Atma is serenity. Atma is peace. Atma is silence. One's existence. And therefore, enough of yogic practices, enough of this effort, that effort, enough of tantra, mantra, enough of beliefs, superstitions. And then he says, alam vijnana kathaya. And enough of using your logic and trying to speculate. Vijnana means information. You want to get information from the world. What is American president's name? Trump. What is Trump's wife doing now? Why do you want it? What is happening in America? These are all events in time. These all will become history. And even if you are informed of everything that is happening in the world, what do you get out of it? That's not a part of the truth. It is it is an appearance in the truth. It doesn't qualify the truth. Therefore, alam vijnana kathaya. Enough of this information, speculations, etc. Vishrantasya mama atmani. And self is by nature peaceful. You better make that self, understanding that self, your topic. Make peace your topic. Make your existence your topic. Don't make yoga your topic. You can do little yoga, supposing you are doing some yoga asanas. That need not be your life's topic. You can casually do it and forget it. Like having lunch, that's not your topic. Take it and then forget it. Because the mind accepts only the eternal as the topic. If you accept only the eternal, your existence, the topic, Then the rest of the things you just attend to casually. Their growth doesn't mean anything, their decline doesn't mean anything. If the wave understands I am water, if the form is big or small, kya farak padta hai? When the wave understands I am the water, the whole ocean, and as a wave, if it becomes a taller wave, does it become elated? When the form becomes shorter, does it become depressed? I don't think so. The logic doesn't, because the wave's happiness depends upon his recognition that I am the whole oceanic water. Similarly, if the being understands I am the serene being, and in terms of the material possessions, ups and downs don't affect. It is only the truth that can bail you out of being upset about the ups and downs. Only the truth, recognizing the truth alone can bail one out of this empirical swing, empirical distractions, empirical depressions, elations, etc. Empiricality doesn't qualify the truth. And therefore I become not affected. I am not affected by the empiricality only when I take and I think of the truth. Nothing short of the truth can bail me out of the falsity. So we have completed the 19th Prakaranaji. Then there is a 20th Prakaranam. But please understand, after completing the Ashtavakra Gita, we will do Avadhuta Gita. It is after this. Therefore, you don't have to buy any new books. It is there already in your book. Swamiji, Bhagavad Gita ye kafi nahi. We have seen so many for the last 50 years. We have been doing so many things. But when you have been studying, keep studying. Because even after knowing, even after hearing, you want to hear? As long as I can hear, I want to hear about my being, the truth. And we will continue Avadhuta Gita. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, Ji. Hari Om.